Hey everyone, welcome to Stratele Studios. I'm Jeff Castanon. Welcome to another No Pause video reaction and analysis. Today we have a request from my wonderful viewer, Debbie. She wanted me to check out Billy Preston and Syreeta Wright doing With You on Born Again. And yeah, if some of you don't know the affiliation Billy Preston had with the Beatles during the Let It Be session, check that out. There's information all over the internet about it, but it's very interesting. Let's get into it. Oh, let's hit that play button. Here we go.
Now here's Billy Preston and Syreeta Wright, no relation. With You, I'm Born Again. It was December 1979.
Come bring me your softness. Comfort me through all this madness. Woman, don't you know with you I'm born again.
Remember this tune.
Come give me your sweetness. Now there's you, there is no weakness. Lying safe within your arms, I'm born again.
I was half, not whole.
Listen to that orchestration.
With none,
Reaching through this world in need of one. Come
show me your kindness. In your arms I know I'll find this. Woman, don't you know with you I'm born again.
Lying safe within your arms, I'm born again.
Wow.
Come bring me your softness. Comfort me through all this madness. Woman, don't you know with you I'm born again.
Come give me your sweetness. Now there's you, there is no weakness. Lying safe within your arms, I'm born again.
Don't you know with you I'm born again. I was half, not whole. Instead, with none, reaching through this world in need of one. Come show me
Your kindness.
in your arms, I know I'll find this. Woman, don't you know with you I'm born again. Lying safe with you, I'm born again.
Oh, so nice. Oh, it got cut off a little bit at the end there. Boy, I was really thinking a lot as I was listening to this, or reminiscing more appropriately said. Because, and I'll tell you why. This was done December 1979. And a part of my viewing audience is going to resonate with what I'm about to say, and some of you won't. And that's okay. That's okay. But this video reminds me, or makes me reflect on being older now. I'll try not to get too emotional about this, but so I'm in my early 60s now. I just turned I turned 61 last August. So in August coming up, I'll be 62. And what's so baffling to me about that number is that when I was in my 20s, I used to think how old 60 was, and naively thought to myself, oh, that pros, they're about ready to die, right? That's what I used to think when I was in my 20s, and and thinking how old 60 is, and that was just so foreign to me and so far away. But it's not as far away as you think it is, I'll tell you. But for all the wonderful things that I've done in my life, the best times I've had happened when I became 60 years old. The best times of my life. I went to Europe. I have had incredible financial independence. I've been through a divorce. I've been through some difficult times health-wise. But what you acquire through just living and the trials of that is not only wisdom, which I'm grateful for, but gratitude, which I don't think you fully acquire in your youth. And what I mean by that is, by the time you get to your 60s or later, you've had your ass kicked by life. You really have. I mean, it's tough. It's tough. When you're younger, your problems are different than when you're older. And I think that appropriately so, because you're still learning about life. It's appropriate, the problems that you have when you're younger versus the problems you have when you're older. When you're older, you can encounter some very, very serious problems with your health, your finances, relationships. And it's not until you really get older that you're able to handle that kind of stuff. Now, that's not to say that bad stuff can't happen to you when you're younger, because it certainly can. It certainly does. But in my experience, in my life, the problems that I encountered when I was younger are not the same as the ones that I encountered being older. But I have to say, and some of you who are young who are watching this, you may look at me with my thinning hair, my gray hair, and see me as an old person. But on the inside, I don't feel old. And I think my older viewers can relate to this. It's something that happens to us, and our bodies get older and our appearance gets older, but inside, we're still young in our thoughts, in the things we love. And it's like you hit a certain age and that just stays who you are. It's the quintessential you. And I have experienced that for sure. But the difference between having that feeling of who I am when I'm younger versus older, and having the wisdom and experience and gratitude, is that I cherish things so much more now. And I seek out living life to its fullest now, more than I ever have my whole life. The only difficulty is I'm dealing with, the energy of an older person, but I find ways to mitigate that through exercise and diet and whatever I can do, and making sure that I'm staying healthy as best as I can, so that I can do that. And yeah, for those of you that are young and they look at older people and maybe feel a little bit sorry for us because we're older, and maybe you feel we're not relevant, when you get to this age, you're going to understand some things about being older, that it's a gift. Watching so how does all this tie in with what I just watched, and why am I talking about this? I'm talking about this because when I watch this video of Billy Preston and Syreeta Wright sing With You I'm Born Again from December of 1979, I remember 1979. I remember the recordings that came out in that year, the incredible music that came out that year from all genres, from rock to jazz, fusion, and just look it up. Just Google music from 1979 and see what came out that year. I lived through that. I experienced firsthand hearing things for the first time. And I have memories, great memories of being young and experiencing life at that age. So when you get to be in your 60s, instead of having the best way that I can articulate this is like, let's say you've got a rack of Blu-rays. We'll say, you have a rack of Blu-rays, and you've got this rack, and it's like empty except for maybe like one shelf has got your collection of Blu-rays, your movies, your favorite movies, right? Well, when you get to my age, that whole rack is full. And you get to rewatch those movies anytime you want, because those are your memories. Debbie, thank you so much for requesting this one. And it really, really tapped into my nostalgia for sure. And if some of you are out there who have made it this far in the video, and I appreciate you, because you're getting it, you understand, and if you're a fan of the channel, it's nice to share this kind of stuff with you. So, all right, well that's all I got to say for today. All right, we'll come back, enjoy more of this stuff with me, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Now there's you.